Prime Time Women.
Still setting up,
We
y'all.
Still setting up. Had a few little technical difficulties, but
always.
you know we gonna
We
always
do always
get
every
it.
week.
We gonna always get it. We gonna
They got a
always get it.
special
Get
guest
it
down a
right.
little bit.
This one
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, just a little there.
We
go.
I know that's right, Natasha, because I need all
guest
meat in there.
Get the
guys in
angles.
the house.
You in there
We
good?
do. She, I think
Over
she's
here.
in there.
Let me push my shit.
There you go. Push yours. You got it.
I got it, you
There
guys.
you go. Now it's, I can see her.
Okay, we in there.
I can see you.
Even if you don't see me, I'm on
Maybe
this
you
here.
need to twist the phone just a tap, Tracy,
Alright.
towards you.
Your phone?
Come, yep, mine towards me. Just a tap. Sorry, y'all. It's technical tonight.
How about
Okay,
that?
there we go.
Is Natasha still in
Nope,
there?
hit it back over to her just a notch. Right there. Back. Okay.
Alright.
I think we all
We
in
ain't
there.
gotta worry about it.
It's hard, but that's okay because it's gonna go on Facebook anyways. I'm live right now on Facebook through
Hey y'all.
our Riverside podcast. So
Welcome.
hey, welcome y'all. Welcome. What's
Welcome,
poppin'?
Natasha. Welcome
Welcome,
to Prime
girl.
Time Women.
I am Cassandra.
I
your
am
host.
Tracy. We have Natasha Marie Givens.
Here with us tonight, you guys.
Special guest.
Special guest.
Entrepreneur, she's the bomb. She's the
So
bomb.
exciting.
You're
Absolutely.
welcome. You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. I love to be invited. That's
Right.
like my thing. So when I'm invited, I'm
It's a
And we're
beautiful
excited.
thing. And we're excited.
We're excited. We're
We are
excited to have her here,
That's
you
right. We're
guys.
excited. I'm gonna pick this up because we can both still
Right.
hear.
Right.
It'll still keep going.
Okay.
So, Natasha, I am so excited to have you here. Tracy told me a whole lot about you.
Love her to death.
Beautiful things, nothing but. And so I want to just get started with hearing, you know, where do you come from? Are you from here? Are you?
yeah.
Let us know, girl.
Okay, so I'm not from here.
Okay.
Originally, my parents are from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So I'm actually like first generation American.
Okay.
My parents came here, moved to Brooklyn, then moved like all over the Midwest,
Okay.
between Minnesota and Illinois, kind of when I was growing up.
Okay.
The majority of my grow up years, like high school, young adult, was in a Chicago suburb called Naperville.
Naperville.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's where I grew up.
I've heard of Naperville.
Great area. I kind of like strayed and was,
Sure.
you know what we do.
Yeah.
That's
So
what we
when
do.
did you come here to Minnesota?
So I came here when I was 21.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And I started back into college, and I was always into art. I was always like
Okay.
an art major,
Yeah.
an artist from when I was young. And when I say art, like writing, drawing, baking, like everything
absolutely.
under the creative umbrella I was
Absolutely.
doing as a kid. So when I came here, I was like, how am I as an artist gonna make money?
Sure.
So I
So
went,
hard. Yeah.
no, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be starving artist.
I
so-
know that's Gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into design,
Okay.
graphic design.
Okay.
Okay. I know a little bit about interior design. I went to school for.
That's amazing. Like that's one of like the aspects of design like I cannot wrap my mind around.
Okay.
So cheers to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Me-
I
I
kind of
can't-
split.
Yeah.
I kind of spread it through my.
No, I
house,
walked
you
in,
know,
I was
kinda
like,
spread it through.
My sister is the designer.
Because I
my sister
love.
is the designer.
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
I love it. I love change. I love to
Yes.
move stuff. I love to whatever I
Colors,
can-
textures.
texture, all of it.
She's been
So,
painting all week.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. She
But
knows.
she's selling her home, so she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been outside touching up, retouching.
It's beautiful.
Windows,
I love
all
it.
kinds of
Anybody
things.
looking for a home?
And
the
I
house
actually-
is beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
up, y'all.
gorgeous.
It's up.
It's up.
It
It's
is.
up.
It's up. It's,
Come
it's
with
coming.
me.
It's
What's
up.
that new thing they're doing?
Look,
Give me my money.
honey. It's up right now. It's coming soon. At the end of this month, it'll be up.
Nice.
100%. So I've got a little bit of my own clear out to do, and so I didn't want people coming through, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And
But
the
I'm like,
doors and everything.
yeah, but I'm like, yeah, no, you don't understand. Like I want everything.
Particular, right?
That's right.
Yes.
And so, because I want it to be move-in ready, as it is, but I want to make sure
I will move
that there's
in.
no stones unturned.
I will move in.
Yeah. I want to make sure that there is no stones unturned. You
Okay.
know what I
It
mean?
looks great.
So
It looks great.
absolutely.
Okay, so from school,
Mhm.
then
So that's how I got into corporate America, and like, so right out of design school, I actually graduated design school at the top of my class.
Okay.
Spoke as, I wouldn't say valedictorian, but it was kind of like your graduating class.
that's
So
right.
I spoke.
Yeah.
And when I
That's right.
spoke, I was pregnant with my second daughter.
okay.
Okay.
She is now 21.
And shout out to your
Okay.
daughters. I see you got yourself a
21.
copper.
Wait a
You got
Wait a minute.
yourself
Your
a
second
copper.
daughter is 21. How old is your oldest?
That will reveal my age.
Well, check it out.
I
We reveal our age. I
You
got
know,
a 34-year-old.
And
See,
I
and
have
I would
a 40-year-old.
not
How about that?
stop.
Yes, we
I am
do.
58
That-
years old.
No.
I am 54.
None
about
of this
that?
I knew.
How about that? Yes.
Because guess what?
So
There's
we-
a lot of women that want to get to our age.
And look and
You're
feel
right, no,
and look
they
like
right.
You know,
what we
women
do.
approach
Truly.
me and they're like, "We're trying to guess your age."
Yeah.
I said 40.
Tracy, I would not have guessed that.
I am.
I get it. I
58.
swear to God, I get like 35,
Yes.
like my daughter's age. I'm not kidding.
They
you.
always
I'm
tell
like,
me
you
I'm
gotta be
between
kidding.
40 and 42.
I'm like,
And I'm like, well, I appreciate
35-year-old.
it, but I love, because with age comes wisdom, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of
absolutely.
women
Absolutely,
That's
girl.
the beauty of age.
Yes.
you know, with all the different diseases, cancer, and all that taking us out to
And
get
just life
to your
shit
age, you have to share
that
and
you
love
may
it.
have to
do.
deal with.
You do.
Love it. You have
You
to
do.
embrace your age.
I do embrace my age. I
'Cause you're
do,
beautiful.
but thank
You are gorgeous.
You're beautiful.
So,
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying, you know.
So my oldest daughter,
Okay.
because I love her.
I
and
know
she
she's
go,
which
y'all.
one is the cop?
My oldest daughter,
Okay.
Angelica. So
Okay,
she,
congratulations,
I'm extremely,
Angelica.
extremely proud of her.
Okay.
She has definitely broke all sorts of generational curses,
Curses,
yes.
and is doing amazing. And she is actually an inspiration for me,
I
See?
being that I had her when I was 19.
There we
Okay.
go.
She's now 27.
Okay.
Okay.
I am 46.
Yeah.
You don't look
Girl, you don't
46.
look 46.
See,
Thank
that's
you.
why you gotta brag about
Girl,
it.
you gotta brag about that
Thank
shit.
you.
Let me tell you, because look, when they ask me
We
for
went
my
to
ID
guess.
at the store now, I be like, here you go.
Girl, you
And they
not-
be like,
you don't look
I
46.
swear to God, they go like this.
Because it's my 4-year-old.
Yes, she got a
You have
baby,
a-
y'all.
You have a baby.
I also have
Yes.
a 4-year-old.
Oh wow,
With
how
my
is
husband.
that
Yes.
after?
Gorgeous,
Okay, wait,
yes.
hold on,
handsome
y'all.
man.
We finna drift off for 1 second.
Yeah, we
This
already
is-
drifted
Look,
up.
this
Yeah, that's okay.
This is
That's
not
okay.
down the
Okay.
list of, but we finna go there.
Okay.
How is that after
Yeah.
having a 27 and a 21-year-old?
Ghetto, but
Y'all was loving each other.
no, but also
loving each
amazing.
other.
That's
Also,
love. That's
also
love.
completely amazing. I met my husband when I was 37. I actually
Yeah.
met him downtown Minneapolis
Yeah.
on my 37th birthday
Yeah.
Okay.
with my 20 of my closest girls
Yeah.
at midnight.
Beautiful.
At
Swear to
midnight.
God, at the
And
corner,
downtown for the clothes.
at the corner of 7, when
Yeah,
7
I
was
believe
open.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe it.
Okay, I don't talk to
Stuff
nobody when
happens
I'm
where it
out. I don't
happens.
give out my number.
Right.
I had, I was toasted. Because
Yeah,
it's my
for
birthday.
sure.
My girls are with me.
But it
I-
was real, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like instant. Like I saw him, he was getting his car valeted, and we like locked eyes immediately. And I like turned my head because something in me, I
Yeah,
kid you
was
not,
like,
I was like,
uh-huh.
I know him.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I feel like I
I
know
know
him.
him.
And, but you didn't, but you just
And the way
felt
he
that.
smiled at me
Ooh.
made me feel like I knew him.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I know you? And he's like, no, but we should do
We
what?
gonna know you.
We should know
I don't
each
know
other.
why that worked that night,
But
because
it
doesn't
did.
usually.
But it did.
Honestly, the next day I completely
I
forgot
believe
what
God
happened
works
that
in
night before.
mysterious
He
ways,
does.
y'all.
He
That's
does.
my
It does.
belief on
It's,
I really
when it
do.
happens, it happens. And the next day, I completely forgot what happened that night. Honestly, it was
Yeah.
like bits and pieces. And I got a strange text, and he was like, hey, just checking in on you. It was nice to meet you. Let's get lunch, like I talked about.
Okay.
And I was like,
Wait a minute,
I'm
I was
so
proud
sorry.
of you.
I'm like, I'm
Right.
so sorry. It was my birthday. I was like,
Yeah.
who is this? And he was
I'm
like,
not even remembering this shit. Like,
period.
okay,
And he said 2 words. He said, gray beard. Instantly, his face came back to me
Hit it.
because I was like, I remember when we met. Girl, I don't know what was in me that night, but I touched his goatee because it had gray beards. It had
and you
gray.
liked that.
Gray
You liked
hair.
that, though.
Girl,
you liked it.
It was,
Look,
you was
you
gone.
liked it, girl.
That's that
You liked
first,
it.
that's that
Go
first
ahead.
sight to
Because
me.
I was afraid he was
You
going to
liked
be younger
it.
than me.
Yeah.
Right, don't you be like,
And I was
"Ugh."
like, I really would like somebody my own age or
right,
older.
right,
Sure.
And so when I saw the grate, I touched it.
Mhm.
And then that triggered my memory of
You
like,
was gone.
I want to get
Y'all,
to
she
know.
was gone.
I want to get to know him, y'all. I want to get to
I do
know
like
him.
it. But you know what the beauty of it was? And I say this to all my guy friends who are searching for someone serious,
Yep.
or a valuable woman,
Okay.
is he was so persistent in courting
Don't
me
you
and
love it
chasing
when
me.
they're persistent
Yeah,
like that?
Persistent.
And that courting.
I gave him the spin cycle for 6 weeks,
Oh, okay.
and he held on.
Yeah, and continue.
And when I say spin cycle, we didn't like. He called me. He texted me.
Yeah,
Text.
sure.
Y'all
We
wasn't
built-
getting
we
nowhere.
got to know each
Right,
other
right, right.
for 6 weeks before
For
he
6
was.
weeks
Before he's like, finally, he's like, "Can we now? Like, will you
Can we-
meet me?"
Yeah, is that possible?
I know that's right.
And then finally we did. And that first time we met after 6 weeks of talking, it felt like we knew each other. We kind
Forever.
of knew.
And I seen
And
your
from
wedding.
that day
I wish I
forward-
could have been invited.
Now, how
Her
long-
wedding
how
was
long-
absolutely
How long
beautiful.
after you guys met? Did you guys get married?
In a year, about a year and a half, he proposed.
Okay.
But that's because, again, so if you know my husband's story, he has a whole other story.
Yeah,
he needs
yeah,
to be
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
We're gonna have him on because I know his story a little. I'm not gonna say I know all of it.
Yeah,
I don't.
it's
at all,
deep.
but
So it's like, so
We
when
don't have to
we
reveal
met,
it. Let him reveal that.
Yes.
but
So when
right,
we met,
absolutely.
he was building his life.
Okay.
Building
Building or rebuilding?
I should say rebuilding.
Rebuilding. Okay.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, he just had a child when we
Okay.
met. And so because I've had my children, I
Sure.
was like not trying
Yeah, you
to have another child. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was trying to live my
Yeah.
best life. I was
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to find
yeah,
a partner
yeah.
to travel with,
Yes.
kick it with.
Have
Yes.
a good time. Yeah.
And we
Period.
still do.
Yeah. Spiritually, all of that.
Yes,
good
y'all
stuff,
do.
right?
Girl, y'all, look, we friends. And I see
You
what
guys
you
make
do.
time for all
Girl,
of that.
y'all
make time.
traveling.
We make time.
You
They
have
do
to.
exotic traveling.
You
huh?
have
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You told me.
I said I need
She
to
likes
find
to
out some of
travel
Natasha's
exotically.
Yes.
Yes.
exotically,
Yeah.
honey. And
I
I travel.
love that.
I travel. I said,
When's
I
your
thought I was
birthday?
doing some shit.
I'm an Aries.
Which-
I'm an Aries all
Oh
day
my
long.
God,
I'm a
we will
textbook
always
Aries.
get along.
Yeah.
My mother
son
is
is
an
a-
Aries. My mother is
My son is an
everything to
Aries.
me. Everything to me. Like
Aries
for
are
real.
like the downest people.
Oh
Once
my
they're
God.
on your side, they're like the most
Yes.
loyal.
Yep.
down.
No, truly. Me and my
Yeah.
mom, I do everything for my mom. Like 99% of the things that need to be done, I do. She has me handling it. Like
That means
yeah.
she really trusts you.
Absolutely, because you guys are not trusting,
No.
very trusting people.
That's a
It takes a
beautiful-
whole lot.
Beautiful
I
love
love
story.
that.
Beautiful.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so I'm grateful for that. But that's why I now have a 4-year-old.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
I
Where's
didn't
your
think
shit at?
Look.
I didn't think I'd find a man that
Look,
would make
look,
me
look.
want.
I see. Go
Okay.
get it. Go ahead and get it.
This is what we do. Like
This is what we do the freestyle.
Right.
So
I gave him. He always said he wanted a child with me, and I'm like, oh my God, like
I don't want to do it again.
what you serious like.
And you know what? And it happened.
I had given him kind of like, okay, if we get to where, you're, stable in your career and we have a home and these things.
Absolutely.
And once we had those, he was kind of like,
it's time.
what's up? And I'm like, oh my God,
Are
I feel
you
like, oh my God,
serious?
but I love him so much
I know
that I was like,
that's beautiful.
yeah.
You made it happen.
And it was honestly
Y'all made it
the
happen.
best pregnancy
They made it
in my
happen.
life. I had babies in my 19, 20, and then 42. And
Baby.
at 42, it was the easiest, most healthiest.
Baby.
He took care of me. I wasn't working.
Because we meet them and they
Yeah.
gone.
Do you know what I heard and found out is that women that have had babies later in life,
Live longer.
and not only that, but they actually really spend that time and really raise that kid differently than when you were in your 20s.
20s,
Right
yeah.
before I
You understand what I mean?
arrived, yeah, I was putting him
Yeah.
down for a nap. So
Yeah.
See, literally before I arrived.
Yeah,
So,
I get it. I
That keeps
get
me
it.
young.
I
I
get
love
it.
it.
Absolutely.
Okay, y'all. 'Cause
Yeah.
we so into the
Yes,
National-
Yeah,
so
so let's
Let's go back. So you
that's not what
you
it's
went
about.
to school.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, if that's what it's about, because that's
Yeah.
your husband and that's your
So
happiness.
yeah, we want to know all of that.
We
where
want
you
to know
came
about
from.
your
And
happiness.
So you said you were in the corporate world,
Yes.
and
So I was a graphic designer.
Right.
okay.
Moved my way up to senior designer, art director, and then creative director.
Got it.
Okay.
So kind of worked the chain of what a graphic designer would be.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then now, wait a minute. You're Natty Cakes too,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Okay, and you're
Natty
doing.
Cakes made me a
wait, hold
birthday
on, and
cake,
you're doing
honey.
dispensary soon. So, are you still working in the
She does
graphic
pop-
designs?
No, so this is the funny thing. This is how me and Tracy met.
Let's go there.
Okay,
digress.
Let's
here
go
we go.
there, y'all.
Let's
Okay, here
digress.
we go.
Let's
We get
digress.
to, look, we're getting somewhere,
Let's get
y'all.
to
You
it,
know,
y'all.
it's-
Let's
we're gonna
let
get
you
there.
know
We're gonna get there.
how we know each other.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna always
Okay.
get there.
So corporate world left that because I felt like I was like hit the ceiling, like I was saying, and man, corporate America will just run you like into the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was an entrepreneur for 35.
Yeah.
Well, I still am, but ran a retail and manufacturing
Yeah.
for 33 years.
It's
so
just
I get it.
It's daunting,
Yeah.
and just trying to be creative inside of a box.
Yeah,
is
that you
hard.
can't really be
Yeah,
creative
there's
as you
no
really
wiggle
want to
room.
because they're
Yeah.
not going to allow you to wiggle in that
Right.
room.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
I
And
got you.
so I started supplementing like my creative time with baking.
Okay.
And that's how I started making cakes. I was still working full time. I was a single mom at the time with 2 girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Income wasn't great, honestly, with my career
Right.
at the time. So I was like, okay, one of my friends needed a baby shower cake because I used to bake and do all these things and always loved it. I was like, cool, I'll make a cake.
Sure, why not?
And, and it actually came out amazing.
I was gonna say,
I was like,
beautiful
oh,
cakes.
wow, it was my first tiered cake.
yeah.
Okay.
And everybody at the shower was just like, wow, who made this? And like, you need to start doing this. And I started baking cakes, like even more crazy than I do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because I was just like just trying to fuel that creative energy, and I started Cream Cakery from there.
Oh,
And Cream Cakery was all just like event cakes, birthday cakes,
Okay.
those sort of things while working my job.
still, you're a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my girls saw me building this
Yeah.
cake
They
business.
saw you hustle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they saw me hustling.
Hustling,
Yeah.
boots on the ground, as
Yeah.
we call
Boots
it,
on the
don't we,
ground.
baby?
Absolutely.
Boots on the
Boots on the
ground.
ground.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter would leave me. I had like a chalkboard in my kitchen, and she would leave me messages on the chalkboard. Like she used to go to Washburn.
I went to
Yeah,
Washburn.
Yeah. So
Okay.
she'd like leave me messages on the chalkboard before school because I'd be like up all night baking and then taking them to school and then going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'd just be like, leave me these inspirational, cute little rap quotes, but like would change them out
Yeah.
with baking
She knew what she was
phrases and
doing.
stuff.
She did.
Yeah.
Uplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her mama.
So it kept me
That she
going
saw
because I
mama
knew
was
they were
doing.
watching, and that was
That's what
always
counts.
important for me. To
Absolutely
make my
counts.
girls know
Yeah, for sure.
there is
Trust me.
nothing and no one that could hold you down.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
So you've been doing
So you did
natty
that.
cakes
I
for
did
how long?
that. So I started Cream Cakery in like
Okay.
it had to have been like 2010,
Okay.
Okay.
and went through changes around it because I was working still.
Okay.
Like I was tired. I was a single mom. Like I don't have the energy to do this.
Yeah.
I wasn't nearly being compensated
You
Sure.
know.
in the way that I should.
Should
right?
or used to.
Yeah,
Right?
so I was like,
Yeah.
no, I stopped. But in my mind, I always had a dream of like, I used to tell my mom, I'm like, I'm gonna meet someone. He's gonna like believe in my dream, and he's gonna let me stay home and
I know
build
that's
out the
all
dream.
of our dream.
Yeah.
Let me
Girl.
build out my dream and have a bakery. And,
That
and she
is
was
all
like,
of our
she was
dream.
like, okay, yeah. So fast forward, I meet Danny. 2 years in, 2 years into that, my brother, who is Christopher Balgobin, also Dr.
Okay.
BBL,
Okay.
is
Say
building.
his last name again, because you know what? All of us have
It's literally how it's spelled out. Balgobin.
Balgobin.
Oh, really?
Balgobin.
That is my
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
That's my
Balgobin.
guy.
Yeah, Chris
Balgobin.
Balgobin. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. BBL.
Dr. BBL.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up? What's up,
We
Doc?
love
That's my friend.
And now is he
Um,
here in?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's down in his office is down in Burnsville.
He's in
Okay,
Burnsville.
nice.
He's here.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
So meanwhile, I was working at Patterson Companies as art
Yeah,
director.
sure.
He was building his brand as Dr. BBL.
Yeah.
Dr.
He
BBL.
just
Only doctor in
he
Minnesota.
just had partnered with Dr. Miami,
Okay.
and he was building out his brand.
Yep.
Got it.
As one of his
And came
fellows.
like.
Yeah, because I was
mark
doing
right
that.
here.
I
I'm
actually-
following him. I'm
Yeah,
following him
because
because
I
I
don't-
need some help.
Yeah.
So
She
I
really
made
didn't,
his
but she
original
thought she
RHA
did.
aesthetic logo
Yeah.
and branding,
Okay.
and he invited me on. And he's
Okay.
like, I know you've been working this job for a while, like, you can come on, be my branding, but also surgical coordinator.
Okay.
Because he always knew that I was like,
Yeah.
I'm cool, like, you could kick it with me,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could handle,
Absolutely.
the patients coming in,
Sure.
help them
All of
coordinate
that.
travel.
Yeah.
Like 80% of his
People
customer
person,
base
all
or
of that.
client base was out of state.
Got it.
So they were
Okay.
traveling. We would help coordinate traveling, things like that.
Okay.
So I left. After 13 years in corporate America, I left to join
Okay.
him at his practice.
Nice.
Help him
Beautiful. Beautiful.
build his brand. It took like 2 years
Oh yeah, he was
to
moving.
come
baby.
up to like 100K followers on Instagram in
Got
those 2
it.
years.
Yeah.
But you know what? Much like the corporate world, I have to be honest. Like I got gassed out there because I wasn't doing
you.
my
What you
calling
wanted to
and
do.
purpose.
And yeah, that's
You know what I mean? It still
that's a
felt like,
real thing for real.
But she was
That's
helping.
a real thing.
Because fast forward, that's how
I met
we
Tracy.
Yeah,
That
she
is
was
how I met
helping.
Tracy.
And so yeah,
And
you can go
I
into
walked in
that.
the office,
too,
It was
baby.
great. It was
Yeah.
that side of it was beautiful. Like meeting women who honestly were comfortable enough,
Yeah.
knew exactly what they wanted.
Yes.
And that was empowering to see
Yes.
women of all ages
Yeah.
taking
Come in
control
and say, "This
being
is what I'm
this is how
doing."
this is how I want to be.
Yeah,
this is what I want to
what
look
I'm
like.
doing.
This is how I want
Yeah.
to feel.
Yeah.
And that was great. I loved coordinating surgeries,
All of that.
appointments,
All that. Sure.
helping them find
But again, you knew that was
supplements.
not your.
I knew the ins and outs of healing.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah.
You need a massage therapist? I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
when she did that, and she was in the middle of doing that and helping women,
Yeah.
I sensed it,
Okay.
right? Because I went to him.
Yeah.
So I went to him, y'all, to get some work done. So
And she was sassy.
yeah,
That's why I
Oh, sure.
no. This is why I remember her because women would call and be like, I want my surgery ASAP, and it's like, girl,
You need to calm down a little
Right.
bit and just chill out and relax.
girl,
right.
your iron is not where it should be.
Right. So I went in there, and then when I go in there, I'm what I weigh 128.
Ugh.
I weighed 128.
tiny.
Okay.
I walked in this office. I didn't give a damn. I walked in.
She
this
had her
office.
cash. She was like, "Are you gonna take this money or not?" I said no.
She said. So he saw me, and when he saw me, he said,
Yeah,
Where are you literally?
Where are you
Where
getting?
Where
Where
are you getting
is your
anything from?
"You don't have any
You
fat."
don't look. I need it from here. I need it from there.
I
You
didn't
ain't
have
got
a stomach.
shit.
I didn't have
Yes,
nothing
I
for
know
him.
that.
She's mad she don't got
That's a
fat.
fact.
Yes. So
And when I saw her put on the weight,
I wasn't
like,
satisfied.
Go ahead. Get her right around her stomach.
Hold it. I wasn't satisfied. So I called back in.
Yeah.
Because I had paid so many payments
Yeah.
Yes,
down,
you
I got
did.
money.
Yes,
in
you
there.
did.
So
Yeah.
I called and I said, "Oh, she's nice."
She's
Let me
nice.
work on it. And that's his
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm doing
Everybody used to try to work on it, and I'm like, no, girl, no.
And she was like, I'm going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
She said, your iron is not there.
Yeah, you need to
So
Yeah.
you need to bring your iron up.
and pick it up.
Yeah, because my hemoglobin was
Yeah.
so low.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't
Super
really,
low.
It was unsafe.
yeah, it was
Unsafe.
unsafe. I went
Low.
to the doctor and they were like, oh, your iron is, I think my iron was,
Oh, my daughter
8
just
something.
found that.
Yes. It
My
was
daughter just found
And it
that out.
needs to
She
be-
got low.
Like
he
12 or 13.
requires
Yeah, it needs to
11,
be
what does he
11
require?
It's like
Like
12 or
11 to 12 or
13 or
13?
Actually,
Yeah.
I think it's 12 to 13.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Actually,
how am I
even
gonna
at
get
the
there?
surgery,
Any surgery.
period.
Yes.
I was like, how am I going to get there? I don't have no fat and my iron is low. So Natasha was like, this is what you need to do. So I went, I did it. She even told me there was shots that were offered, but I didn't do the
Supplements,
shots. I went and ate so much spinach.
Yeah, you
and
just ate.
so many
Beans
and
and
beans.
yeah.
You
I
ate
used to
beets?
drink
Wait a minute.
beets.
You,
I didn't. I hated the beets, but the juice I
you
could
make
put it
beet
in a.
juice.
I would just hold my nose
In
and
a
just
smoothie or something.
every day and put it in a
my
smoothie.
God.
And next
Well,
thing I
it
know-
worked because she ended up getting a
She
rim.
got
I was
it.
like,
But he didn't do
I
it.
was like,
He didn't do
He
it.
didn't do it, but she still got it.
I got it.
And I was like,
but I saw her and I was
good
like,
for you.
oh, I ain't never seen you look like this before.
Right.
She was
I'm like, I'm here.
I know, me neither, but I gotta
I'm
keep
here,
it because
bitch.
she said, because I'm getting this.
Yeah, no, it's a
Motherfucker
commitment.
done.
It's a commitment for sure.
It is a commitment.
And seeing yourself get bigger, that's not comfortable.
No.
So it's a commitment.
It's, oh
It's
my
hard.
God. I couldn't believe the weight I had to put on.
Yeah.
I was drinking
No,
Budweiser.
I'm
and then
trying
your
to tell you.
face, and then
I'm
you're like,
trying to
"Ah."
I was
tell
like, this
you.
is ugly.
I'm trying to tell you, she had a rim around her.
I had these love
Yeah.
handles. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not used to this. I
Yeah,
never had this in my life.
exactly.
Yeah, she
It's
did.
different.
She did.
It's different. The first thing, yeah, why wouldn't you want it off?
I
Yeah.
said, I had to purposely put this shit on. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Mhm.
So then, you know,
You still have to work it back off.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you still have to
so-
work it back
I mean,
off.
you know, for
You
the
have to be
face,
dedicated.
for the face,
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
So
you have to
I
be
ended up
dedicated.
going
Yeah.
to somebody else because they were cheaper. I went and did it, and then me and Dr. BBL, we are actually friends now.
Got it.
You know,
Nice.
he seen me. He said, "I wasn't touching you.
Yeah.
You had to get right."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
You
I
wasn't
had to get
playing.
right.
You
So,
wasn't
so
playing.
ladies,
Yeah.
if you
Gotta
didn't
have your
know,
house in
now
order.
you know, and I'm good.
Yep.
It's my money.
Period.
You know, I tell people this. Either it's your BBL the correct way.
You gotta do it healthy. You gotta
Yes.
be healthy.
Healthy
Whatever
way.
it is. Any kind
Your,
of surgery
your
that
tummy,
you wanna
your
do, you
breast,
need to, yeah.
your face, your arm. It's so much to it now. They're doing your arms.
So much stuff.
They're doing legs.
Technology is actually amazing. Honestly have a love-hate relationship with the cosmetic industry as a whole.
Yeah.
Because that in itself was enough for me to be like, oh, it's a lot.
It
It's a
is.
lot,
It
you know,
is.
because
It
on
is.
the flip side,
Yeah, it
I had to
is.
deal with women having unrealistic expectations.
Expectations.
Yeah.
Upset they
Yeah.
didn't come out looking
Right,
right.
like
They
they
want
want
to look like
XYZ.
yeah. They
you know
want
what
to
I mean?
have
Like and
you
I
know,
can't
Kim
manage that.
Kardashian's
Yeah.
butt,
I
and-
personally
but they
cannot
started
manage
smashed
that.
in to begin with.
So
Like, I
when
can't,
you
like, yeah.
when you decided, what was the decision to make you move on from
move on
That.
from that.
The toxicity of the industry.
Okay.
Okay.
Period.
Yes.
I am always completely honest about
Yeah.
that because I don't want to ever glamorize cosmetic surgery. I
Right.
think it's an amazing tool for women
Sure.
Yes.
and men.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I do think that there's a thin line
It is.
and a
It's
fine
overdone.
line.
Absolutely.
There's not enough education around
Yeah.
it,
It took me
especially how
10
popular
years.
it
It
is.
took me 10 years.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And there is a lot to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Seeing
lot
women
to
that
know.
weren't expecting to that healing process after
Yes.
that's a major surgery.
It
You are
is.
not gonna. You shouldn't. I'm gonna say you shouldn't be out twerking within
Baby.
a few weeks. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like
It ain't even.
protect your
It ain't
investments.
even.
Yeah.
Your
was too
blood
much.
ain't even.
It was too much to manage.
I mean,
And
it kind of takes a
couldn't-
year for it to
couldn't
really
do it.
settle, though, right?
It takes years.
Listen,
Is it longer than that?
It's longer than
the
that.
longer you can allow your body to heal,
Yes,
is the
the
better.
better.
Like give it
Okay.
time. Like,
Yes. Yes.
no alcohol, healthy
Sure.
foods.
Yes.
Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't rush out and try to be back on the scene.
Yeah, try to
Yeah.
It's like you are hampering your investment.
Yeah.
You are.
One,
Sure.
You are.
but two, it's like there ain't nothing worth messing up what your body.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Nothing. There's
Yes,
nothing
absolutely.
out there
Yeah.
It's
that
nothing.
that is worth messing up.
rushing.
No.
By rushing
Everything
stuff.
is- No.
Yeah,
You
the
took the
rush.
time to
You
have this.
paid
made
for
this
it.
decision.
You've made the decision.
Yeah.
Now cherish it and.
And I met amazing women doing it. I've met some of the most famous video girls.
Do you know I met so many people?
Yeah.
So many women, beautiful women.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It was. It's like you're in a club. It's like a club.
But and so again, like not to glamorize it because there is a side that is really dark and sad.
It is.
Honestly.
It
Well,
is.
you know what though?
It's a
That's
trap.
good- That's good
It
to
is.
know.
It's a
though.
trap on
That's
the other
really,
side of it.
Honestly,
So,
that's good to know
yeah.
though,
It is.
because
It took me 10 years to decide on
so
that
many
subject. I'ma do it.
youngsters
I'm
though
gonna do
now,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, and unfortunately, when they're 17, they have parents out in Orange County and California and other places
Mhm.
that will pay for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
I've definitely seen girls that
Yeah,
come in, their
for
parents
sure.
bring them in to have them, and because
Wow.
pay
Yeah.
for it, and
Yeah. So you see,
Okay.
so to hear her say that there's another side and
Of course.
that
There's
like,
a dark
people
side.
need a true dark side.
But there's
Like, I watched
also
a
a beautiful side
There's
because I
always a
product.
beautiful. That's right.
absolutely,
And
there,
you like your end results, okay? Me too.
You like your end results?
Liked my end results.
that's a
absolutely.
beautiful thing
Yeah.
when you get your results that you want and you're happy with it. And you're
Right.
like, I'm comfortable here.
Yes.
I don't need to keep going.
Yeah.
No.
I don't
No.
need to chase
Oh,
whatever what's
No.
her name looks like.
No.
You know,
No.
Never.
So-
No.
See,
no.
when I had my boobs did it, I had it for the intention of when I hit 40
sure.
or 45, I didn't want them going south on me.
Yeah.
So that was my
understand
thinking when I did it, and I was 30. I thought I was 37. I was actually 38
Okay.
when I made that decision to
Really?
do it. Yeah,
I didn't know you were
Yeah.
38.
yeah, I was 38, and
That's like one of the average
I did
ages.
my nose, and I did this.
Oh, you
all
talking about
in one.
piercings?
No, I'm talking about my boobs, my breasts. I got my breasts done.
Yeah, you got your breasts
And then I
done.
turned around and got my nose
You got
pierced.
your- okay.
I
Oh,
got a
pierced. That's
tattoo.
what
I
I'm
was
talking
like,
about.
wait,
You didn't
you
get
got-
your nose
Yeah,
done.
that's great.
Oh no!
Your nose done.
This is my anybody and everybody
I
that
know
knows
that's your
me.
nose.
This is
That's
my
a great
little
nose.
little nose. Okay, now
So you got the
meant-
piercings.
Yeah, I
Okay.
went from boobs, tattoo, piercings, bam.
Kind of give you a little flair. So
Yeah, and it was it was at
Okay,
38.
so Natasha, let's move on.
That's what I did.
You guys know how we
Yeah.
met?
Yep.
And,
There you have it.
okay.
So now, but you got nanny
So I
cakes,
left.
right?
Yes, again.
Okay,
so
so
I left.
let's
Okay.
go on.
I
So,
left my brothers.
yeah.
To I was just like,
For
I should get out.
Hello,
I
Natasha.
know. I was like, I gotta get out. Like
Right.
I gotta get out. I knew I had to.
Right.
At the time, I didn't like his
Right.
his management who was running the office.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'm just gonna leave,
Mm.
and I did.
Mhm.
I really had no plan. I had no plan. I cashed out some of my 401k
Okay.
from my career, my corporate job.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. At the time, my husband was also in like a career shift.
Mhm.
So we were both like, we're gonna figure this
Looking,
out.
right.
We're gonna figure this out together.
Yeah.
And it was 2018 when I left his office.
Okay.
It took maybe 3 months to dig
Regroup.
into regroup,
Yeah.
dig into like baking again because I knew that's
Uh-huh.
one thing I can do.
Mhm.
That's something I can always
and
do.
you
Fall
rhyme
back
it.
on.
Mhm.
But I was like, ooh, there was another aspect of that dream, which was the medicated infused side.
Okay.
Like I dreamt of having a bakery that had a flip side
Okay.
that would be like an Alice in Wonderland. You go down this hallway and it's everything, and the other side is infused edibles.
Nice.
Yeah.
There it is, you guys.
There it is.
And
Edibles.
Coming at you.
And during my time of like transition, honestly, I dealt with a lot of stress, anxiety. I used to have panic attacks.
Really?
By the time I left REJ, I was like
I
having
did
panic
too.
attacks.
People don't realize
Okay.
that, but
Just the level of like, oh, there's a lot. And I have dabbled with marijuana before, obviously as a teen, kid, young adult.
Yeah, tried it.
It wasn't until like my anxiety heightened during that time I really started using marijuana when I was working with my brother to help manage the anxiety.
Really?
Yes. And I started doing research because I was so fascinated. I love plants, I love gardening and things like that. So like,
Right.
although I knew about marijuana, I've been with the bad boys that sell it. I still never like. I want to know more about the plant, and so I did tons of research. So much research about the plant. Learned about molecules and trichomes, and
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
and really fell in love with the magic because I also really struggled with the stigma of marijuana
in itself,
in itself.
people looking at
Being
you
a
like,
woman,
"Oh, you do that."
Being a
like,
mom.
Yeah.
Miss
Being a
Professional,
wife,
right?
yeah.
And being Miss
Yeah.
Professional, yeah.
My number
I
one
know all
thing
about that, honey.
is taking that stigma away.
Yep, exactly.
Especially as moms.
1,000.
We need it most.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my opinion.
Honestly.
Okay.
I mean,
I get it.
the
I get
range of the spectrum of what we deal with on a daily basis.
Okay.
The schedule,
Kids,
sports,
other people's
yeah,
emotions.
all of that work,
Period.
Life.
homework, all
I'm
of
not,
it.
and no shade to wine or alcohol,
Right.
Sure.
but it is a toxin.
Yeah.
At the base of alcohol is a toxin. That's
Okay.
why we get intoxicated.
Okay.
That's why marijuana is my favorite.
Okay.
Everything in life.
And you know what? I need your
knows.
help.
Look, you
I'm gonna help
you.
you.
Can take this and throw all this out the window,
Girl,
and down the street,
let
and
me
around
go
the
get
corner.
my blunt out in the car.
Okay.
We can
Oh my
seriously
God.
Look, we don't have to do a tight look.
Oh my
Look,
God.
Give me plants over wine any day of the
She
week.
my girl, y'all.
Any day.
And even everybody knows.
See, I'm
she
trying
my
to
girl.
get there.
Look,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
get you
read
there.
none of y'all's sayings. I'm so sorry. Y'all are so far from me. I can't see. I can't
Yeah, we
read
can't.
tonight. I'm seeing so many comments
I'm
over
seeing
there.
comments as
My
well.
bad. But
It's so
You should
much.
tell y'all.
I used to
Marijuana
just
people
smokers.
don't understand me.
No.
Like that is my medicine.
I understand.
Like
It is
that helps
absolutely
me through
medicine.
my anxiety.
It is absolutely
through
medicine.
Anything that it brings me on a
It's medicine. On every level. There's studies. There's bombs you can rub.
they're
We have a
actually-
there's
whole
all
cannabinoid
kinds.
system in our body
Absolutely
made to
that
receive
respond
cannabis.
to those cannabis.
So we don't have an alcohol. We don't have
We
a
don't have that in
wine
us.
response system.
no,
we have a cannabinoid
cannabis.
We do.
Yes, we
system
do.
on our skin.
Well, that's why they
built
tell
in.
you there's things if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're
So
dealing with
many.
depression, if
There's
you're dealing
different
with this,
strains,
if you're
there's different flour,
strands
there's
and for
different-
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, your skin.
That's why I say I'm
for
gonna get you
real.
right.
It's
We're gonna
true.
start-
You'll be right.
We're gonna
Natasha.
start slow.
It's true.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe
I
with
need
a
a-
sativa, so you can keep going. You
Yeah,
can
see,
keep on
because
with
the
your day.
indica will put you in the couch.
Yeah, she may not like
so
that.
you may not need that.
She may not like
But
that.
What
the
is it?
sativa will keep you moving, like cleaning.
Not too much at
Wanna
first,
get-
'cause
wanna
that might
get
give you a
stuff
little
I
done.
like
bit
to
of
clean. I like something that'll make me
Sativa,
calm.
yeah.
that's what sativa. That's
Yeah.
what she needs to start with.
Just a little-
She don't need an indica.
No.
An indica is gonna put her in the couch. It's gonna
Like-
put you in the
Yeah,
couch.
I'm like,
You're gonna
make
love
me
it.
stuck.
you're not gonna.
you're-
You're gonna be stuck.
You're
I
gonna
want
be
it
able
stuck.
to no,
You need a sativa.
and you're
Yeah.
gonna.
Hybrid could be good too.
I love hybrid.
Because I
I
me
only
too. It's
do
a mix
hybrids
between
See,
most of
I
the
don't know any of
I
Yeah,
love
I
this.
love hybrids because it's
And
mixed
all my
between
edibles
both.
are made with hybrids.
I love
Really?
it.
Indica
Yeah.
dominant, but always hybrid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
See,
So
that's
I
my
need
that's
you
my
to
move,
walk
girl.
me
I-
through
look,
this.
I'm going
Do
to.
you not understand?
We're gonna
I've been
start off
smoking-
slow.
I've been smoking for 43
Hey, let me
years.
give me some more. See, right
Do
now.
you hear me? You longer than you,
Yes.
almost since you was born.
Listen, you're an OG, okay? You're an OG in it.
I am the OG of
And I
the
love
OG.
that. I love that.
Yes.
Wow.
and
You're
ain't
still
nothing-
healthy. You're
Yes,
still
baby.
glowing.
Yes.
You're still coherent.
Yes.
You have this beautiful house you're about to sell. What? Come on now.
Look, and not that I have anything against any of it, but I have never
No,
done
you-
a Botox.
Let-
I don't do any of that.
I don't do
I've
that.
never,
Wow.
no ma'am.
Wow.
No ma'am.
Gorgeous
54,
skin.
Thank you.
Gorgeous skin.
Yeah, I don't even do a whole lot.
I just need
that.
some help on my cheeks.
Hot water and soap.
Okay,
Now,
so
look,
that's
Natasha,
a
Natasha,
That
you're-
is a
That's
beauty
a lean at night.
Okay, so
that's
Natasha,
a good
you're
move.
gonna walk me through.
I am. So we're gonna start off. We'll probably start off like low dose.
Okay.
So that will help with that anxiety or any kind of feelings of like, oh,
Yeah.
this is too much.
Yeah.
Start off real slow and
Okay.
just build up your tolerance.
And then where I'm going.
Then you can ride and smoke.
And be able to do it without all paranoia.
I don't want that.
Because I can ride and smoke, baby, all day.
I want to ride and smoke. But I be like,
I always imagine you as a as a like passenger princess. Like
no, I want to be.
As a passenger princess.
I want to be.
well, you already looked the part, so you just
I
gotta,
looked. I got the look.
You
I got the
look
look.
down.
I got the look. The wine will make me have my eyes real low. They be like, "You high?" Yeah, I am. Okay, so from there
Yeah.
on, let's go from there. So that's what you do.
So that's why I was like,
one of the things.
I researched for so long and came up with like my own signature kind of like infusions.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
It was like I came up with like my own butter and oil infusions, and that's now what I bake with.
Okay.
I also bake
Really?
with rosin,
You know, that's
live
so funny.
rosin.
My daughter was doing that for so long. She was doing
She made
all
my
of that.
cake. She made my cake.
Butter,
Yeah.
baking. She
You
was
didn't
doing
put none
all
of
of
Yeah,
that.
that. and
Did
putting
you
it
put some of
in.
that in my cake?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. The funny thing is, like, so all my customers that ask for like non-infused cakes will hit me back like later, like, you sure? I'm like, girl, no,
No,
I would never
I'm
do that
just
to
playing.
you.
But I just told her
Yeah.
I want a beautiful cake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
yours is
came
gorgeous.
through.
Yours
She
is
came
gorgeous.
through.
One of my
Amen.
most beautiful
Amen.
cakes.
It was beautiful.
I wish I had
okay.
a picture of it.
Okay, I do too. It's on my page somewhere. So then,
So, I started that's when I started Natty Cakes in like
Okay.
the fall of 2018, right before Christmas. I made an Alien OG sugar cookie.
that right there.
Yeah, you have to get over the
That.
coughing part of it. That's just natural. That's gonna happen. Yeah, you gotta try to look cute, you know.
I don't want to do that.
Look, it's gonna happen.
It's just gonna happen sometimes. I'm sorry.
You guys,
I love
Yeah.
from flour to I have these.
Do you like the vapes? Okay.
I love the vapes too. So I'm an equal girl.
I-
Like
yeah.
I'll try it
You
out.
vape?
I do it all.
I don't because I don't unless it's like live rosin. I'm like super specific about where the oil
Yeah.
or the rosin is made.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to know, like, that's one thing about my edibles too. All the flour I use is like so carefully sourced.
Yeah.
For pesticides, it's like premium medical grade flour.
So
that
why
I'm
are we
using.
talking about that? Tracy told me you do pop-ups.
I do
She
pop-ups.
has
Yeah, I'm actually doing
Okay,
a pop-up.
tell us about your pop-up.
This Saturday, I'm doing a pop-up at Buke. I always say this. What is
Where
kombucha?
is it?
What is it kombucha? How do you say that word? Kombucha? So I think it's Buche. It's over northeast.
Okay.
It's it's like in the distillery dispensary area over there.
Okay.
Lavish Papers is hosting a strain
Papers.
sampling.
Where can they find it? Online?
They can find it on my page, on my Facebook page,
Tell
Natty. I'm sorry, that's not Natty. Natasha Marie Givens on Facebook.
Natasha Marie
Y'all hear
Givens,
that?
y'all.
Natasha
Pop up
Marie Givens.
Saturday. Pop up.
From 2 to 7, Lavish Papers is holding a strain sampling. You could sample some of like the most premium in the Twin Cities flower. You could sample up to like 3 to 5 strains. All the strains are provided by Sav Smoke Signals. Shout out to Shug.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And there's gonna be like pizza. It's gonna be a vibe. Come through. I'm gonna have like
And what-
all my baked
From what time?
cake
What-
jars, caramels, cookies, brownies.
Ooh,
And
wait.
from what time to what?
2 to 7.
2 to
And
7.
it's free. It's free to
2
come
to
out.
7.
If you do want to do the strain sampling, I think there's like a small fee.
Fee, okay.
But
Oh
usually
my
it's
God.
like it's a great vibe.
I
It's a great
got a
vibe.
vibe right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You
You
will
will
see
be
my
first.
face.
And there will be flour to buy.
Look,
Those premium
Look, you will
strains
see my face,
that you
y'all.
try that day will be
Okay,
for
so
sale.
for all the
Oh, wow,
people like
nice.
me that
Nice.
don't know what you mean when you say flour,
That's the bud.
I'm not thinking about you.
That's the actual bud.
bitch.
That
I need
is
to
the
know.
actual
I don't know.
marijuana
Bud.
bud.
I don't smoke.
Flour is
Flour.
blood.
Well, I've gotten that question
You know,
before.
is this.
And people look at
It's
me
the
like,
stuff you
Oh,
do
that
like
stuff
this.
you crumble up.
Yeah, you can go
that's
ahead
the
and
flour.
roll that in. Like you
And
go,
it's actually
yeah.
the flower of the plant
Oh
that
my
you're
God,
smoking.
I ain't
That's-
thinking
that
about
is the
you.
flour.
That is my favorite. Is flour. I live on
I'm a
flour.
flour girl.
I
She's
live on
here
flour,
to
girl.
explain it to the non-smokers like me.
Yeah, talk
It could
about
be people
what
on
is
here.
flour.
It could be
I
people
wanna
on here
punch your
that know
eyeballs
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
there
you
will
know
be. There
there's
will be
people
people
on
that-
here that don't know what you're
It's,
talking
look,
about.
it's so true. And look, somebody can be saying it, y'all. I love y'all. Anybody's comment,
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm just saying.
She wants to
said,
laugh at me.
What is flour?
I do.
No, that's a common question.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah, it is. In all
Look at her.
fairness.
Look how she's looking
In all
at me like I'm
fairness.
straight. Okay, so from there,
I mean, I know you
Natasha,
stopped like 25 years ago, but 1,000 years ago, but
Now you know. You got some lingo.
I hate you.
I got a
Not
little
no
lingo. got
more.
some lingo.
I have to learn it if I want to
Period.
try
She
it.
gotta learn it. Yeah, she.
And
right.
I'm gonna
She
count on
gotta learn
her,
it.
not you, because you looking at me.
Education around it is always honestly key.
Yeah, you have to have that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ask
gonna do it
questions.
if I don't know about it.
Ask questions. I'm
Sure.
telling you, I love a dispensary personally. Speaking of,
Mm.
we're gonna get there because right now I actually
Is there,
Go
is
to
there
a
a
act-
dispensary here?
yeah, there is. I'll tell you because I go to.
There is,
Okay.
but
Is it
Right.
right? I don't know, but
Okay, tell
I'm
us
gonna
about
tell
it,
you I go
Natasha.
to it. I
Yes.
ain't gonna tell you. I'll
So-
tell you that it's here in Minneapolis. But I ain't gonna snitch them out like other people
yeah,
done
no,
got
no,
on
that's
the
cool. I
thing.
respect.
Well, what's wrong with them?
Because they're
It
not
isn't-
legally supposed to be like selling flour right now.
So
Okay.
a lot of the
So-
dispensaries now that you see are
Yeah.
selling hemp flour,
Okay,
which is it has THC, but it's cannabis.
okay.
But it is
It's
like
not the same.
it's
It's
like
fake.
the male component. It's
not
like
the same.
cannabis has hemp and marijuana. Marijuana is the magic.
okay.
The counterpart of cannabis is hemp, and
Yeah.
hemp has a little bit of THC in it, but it's like 3-2 beer. It's like a
Yeah.
lower percentage.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, it's not the same.
You shouldn't have said 3-2.
But until 2025, we will be able. There are some dispensaries that actually carry flour too.
Yes.
Props to them. I know it's kind of still
Here.
a black market.
Here.
It's
Um,
black market, yes.
but-
and
Oh, but
I'm
it's
not,
black market.
And
You
I'm
ain't
not
selling it.
giving out
Yeah, no,
where
I
go.
respect that. I respect that.
But
totally.
it's right here that I like wander
Yeah.
myself right on along, and
And
they
that's the
shit
best way to go
be
these days.
fire.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find someone that
Yeah.
has like a premium
Yeah.
product,
Yeah,
or
it
grow
is.
or personal
It
grower.
is. And it ain't
Um,
cheap. It ain't cheap.
No,
either.
and that too. You get
But
what
it's
you pay for,
good
so.
because it ain't cheap. I mean, for real.
Okay.
Like you don't
Yeah.
have to smoke a whole
I just want to be a
joint
beginner.
or a whole
Yeah.
blunt.
I just want to stop.
Yeah,
this,
you don't need
so
to-
I want
yeah.
to be a beginner.
You don't need to smoke wrapper weed to be a beginner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No. you
Don't put her onto that.
No.
Please
My
don't.
dear. You may just need
Although
a,
I have
she
tried-
may need a good gummy to start off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
you
a real
know,
light.
a
I'm
really
gonna
good
give
gummy
you some of my
to
caramels.
just so she gets a
Maybe
body
just start-
high, just to kind of just get her
Yeah.
mellow. I think that would do her real good.
Dr. BBL loves my caramels, co-signs my caramels.
Does he?
Yes, he is a consumer, but also recommends them to his patients for
Really?
pain management.
So now, do you make personal deliveries, or are you like online for your stuff? Like, how can
Yeah.
we
Sure.
as
So I have
consumers
that
reach
pop
out
up
to you?
Saturday. That's a great chance
Yep,
to like come out, kind of
absolutely.
see what I do
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
I'll have
coming.
all my infused stuff.
2 to 7.
2 to 7. I'll have my 10 milligram up to probably 50 milligrams
I may have to
available.
Okay.
tap back in to
Okay.
get the exact, because I know you didn't
Absolutely,
remember how
yeah.
to say the name, but
Yep.
may have to get it just so that I can make sure I get there.
It's
but I'm gonna get
Buke
there.
kombucha.
We're gonna look.
Butte
We're gonna look it
Kombucha
up.
Distillery.
Butte
Yeah.
Kombucha. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll give you a so you can
Distillery.
post it
It's
if
a
you want it.
distillery joint.
Okay, so now
now-
that
It's a
Northeast.
kombucha distillery.
Okay.
So it's a dope pop up. It'll be dope just to kind of get a feel
Sure.
for what I do.
yeah,
But going back to the dispensaries,
Right.
2025 you'll start seeing real flower,
Okay.
marijuana flower. In of course there are some that are able to sell that under the radar.
Right.
So now we heard you're
I
getting your
am-
foot in the door with this,
So-
right? First black woman. I
There's
love
actually
it.
a
like-
black-owned dispensary that's
Where?
owned in, I want to say it's Zen. Gosh, Cassandra is her name. She owns Zen Goods or something. It's out in Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park.
Oh, okay.
Yes, definitely doing her thing. I think she
Okay.
has some of her own products too.
okay,
But honestly, I've never had a desire to be a dispensary.
okay.
So what I will be looking to get licensed in
Yeah.
is a bakery. Like going back
Okay,
to
so
what
you
my
want to get
roots
let's
are.
go back.
Yeah,
You wanna
going
do
back
your,
to my roots.
You want to do your baked goods and be able
Only
to
that.
infuse.
Only that.
Right?
Only baked.
And infuse.
Only baked. I
your
mean,
baked goods or
I-
not at all.
I
Like
have
you're
a flour side
Yeah.
that is like a premium kind of like curated list of
What
flour.
if there's a demand for you to do it? What if this here?
So
What if this here comes?
Right. So you really don't have that desire.
My desire.
See, my desire is to open a dispensary.
There's so many-
I'm
this is
going
the thing
to
about
like
that.
indulge right on
There's
into
so
it. I
many
want a
people doing.
dispensary.
There's so many people going for a dispensary.
But here's the
license.
nice thing
Oh.
is that
So
for
many.
black people,
Oh my gosh!
though,
See,
for the
If you
first
follow
time,
the legal markets in other states too, I feel like that was somewhat of a downfall because there was
gonna say.
so many licenses given.
Okay.
okay, unnecessarily probably though, like people that were not serious.
Any
or, like,
emerging legalization market is going to have this weird time where they're trying to figure it out,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So for me, I want to stay true to my gifts and my talents.
Okay.
I love cake. Cream
Okay.
Cakery stands for cake rules everything around me.
I know that's right.
Literally.
Okay.
I love cake. I could survive off cake.
Yeah.
And I see myself having a cake studio.
Yeah.
Plus that Alice in Wonderland kind of
Wow.
backdoor thing where people can come and get adult treats.
Okay.
So licensing will be different for that, but that is my goal.
Will that
That's my
licensing be harder or a little easier, or is it?
Well, it sounds like it can be easier because if she's like
There was a
being
recent-
bakery or baked goods,
We'll see.
and then
We'll
she's
see.
only indulging.
There's a lot of
into
regulations around
infusing
food products.
certain things.
Oh, really?
Right?
There's a lot of regulation around infusing foods
Okay.
specifically,
Okay.
and then like food safety and things like that. So I
Okay.
just kind of have to play it by ear.
Right.
But for now, I'm still doing what I do. I'm good at what I do. I have an amazing customer clientele base.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Professionals, doctors, firefighters, police officers. Like
You did a pop
All
up
of it, so.
one year. Was it last year? And it immediately you went on there and said we're sold out.
30 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. My first pop up, actually.
Seriously?
That was your
My
first pop-up?
Very first
I said,
pop-up.
look at Natasha.
And that was
Very
with your
first pop-up.
cakes?
With my edibles.
Oh, your edible.
I only pop up usually with my edibles.
Okay.
Yep.
You've never done a pop up with your cakes? And
No.
stuff like
You
that?
don't have to do a pop up
Really?
with a cake 'cause
Nah.
we eating them cakes.
I know, but I'm just saying, really?
There's some more. My cake business is more very custom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Very
got
custom,
it.
personalized.
I got
so.
it.
I'm telling you, my cake
But-
was bomb.
Yeah, hers
I
was
told her
very
I want
Check
some
this
red
out.
My
roses.
cake was actually featured on the cover of Insight News.
See, that's what
Did
I'm
you
saying.
get that?
So-
I didn't get
yeah.
it.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying because maybe you make some featured cakes, right?
Yeah.
And do a damn pop up.
Girl, you should see some of her cakes.
what people are asking
Yeah.
for, but it's what
I be
your
sending her
custom
ideas.
abilities show, right?
I do make infused cakes. I made infused
But it
wedding
don't
cakes.
even-
I made it.
Hold on,
like,
they don't even
yeah,
have to be
so-
infused. I'm just saying
Yeah.
your work,
Yeah.
right? Of doing a pop up still just on your cakes alone.
Guess
like,
what? I'll
Yeah.
see some
Come with your
ideas and I'll
creative-
say, look, Natasha, she'll say, I think I saw this. I be throwing her
Yeah.
ideas like
There's, I mean,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
And
it's
that's
just
what I'm
endless.
saying,
It's
like,
endless.
you
I just heard very clearly that your passion is really about cakes.
Hey,
I
and
love baking.
that, right?
Baking
And
is like so therapeutic for me.
So-
Really?
Yeah.
Why
It's
wouldn't
therapy.
you ever do a pop up and make some customized pieces? I wouldn't
To
care. if it's-
showcase?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I thought of that.
showcase and pop up.
I've absolutely thought of
Try
showcasing.
this.
Actually,
Bet you ain't never had this.
Actually,
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a
Yeah.
I
a short notice,
Yeah.
but you should really. So what I'm getting ready to say is, Southside is huge.
Yeah.
So we're like in the
I
middle.
love the
of,
South Side.
Here's the East Side, St. Paul. Here's the
Oh.
North Side.
When I
We're
first
right
moved
here.
to Minneapolis,
Okay.
I moved
Did you
south
tell her
side.
that we're gonna be on?
I told
Okay.
you. So this is what I'm saying. It's a short notice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you should think about coming.
I didn't even know about it.
Coming
Oh my
on
God.
real quick and make
It
it.
Is it like a festival again?
Yes.
Yeah, and
How do I get the
we're gonna be
details?
live.
I will give
They,
you the
they
details
invited
after the
us,
show.
so we are so excited.
We're gonna be down there live.
Live doing our
You should be
podcast.
down there
You need
for
to come
either
on and
Natty
pop
Cakes.
up
I
for
would
a
love
minute.
to. I would love to
Or
come
come on
on.
out.
You should be down there for. I think you should be down
I
there
would
for a
love to
little bit of
come
both,
on.
natty cakes and your edibles. Girl, that'll be bomb. They will. Your table.
And if they allow us the stage as we're hoping,
We
yeah,
can
we will
send them
share.
invite
Look,
them.
we
Invite
will
me.
share this thing. Look, we can
I'll go where
share
I'm
the
invited
stage
with
with
her.
her.
I'm telling you.
We can let
it's
her be on the
bomb.
other end of the
bomb.
stage and literally,
Let me know
and
if the
then
world-
they can utilize the full
I don't
stage
even
and
want to.
justify
I don't
it.
even want to say what anniversary this is because then if I get it
I,
wrong,
oh my God, I don't. Is
If I
that
get it
25th?
wrong-
Am I
No, I think it's
out of
more-
line?
I think it. See, that's why I don't want to do it.
I
But
feel
it's
like
a lot
that.
of years.
Anybody
Okay.
know? Look, I'm
Okay.
sorry, guys. I don't have my glasses
We need
on
our butts
today.
kicked.
I don't have my headphones on today. I can't see your messages. We may do a quick, like, 5-minute interlude
Yeah.
just so we can look and check things out.
Sure, we
and
can
get
do
back
that.
with you guys.
We can do that.
Because
Okay.
I can't see anything from where we
Natasha,
are.
so we know that you do natty cakes
Yeah.
and you do the edibles.
Yeah.
So Natty Cakes is the edible line.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
Cream
is the edible
Cakery
line.
is the
Cream Cakery
is
your
my cake
actual
studio.
cake
Okay.
studio.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get them mixed up. Okay,
Got
so
it. You started that one first.
so that's
your
where
baby.
you're.
Cream Cakery,
That's
yes.
where you're at now.
Yes.
Okay, so where are you going?
So where am I?
What are your
going?
plans? What are you
Where are you
looking?
going?
How are you looking to move your
Yeah.
businesses like in the next 5 years? What you
Sure.
seeing? What you seeing there?
So I've been invited, kind of in other legal states
Okay.
to bring my product.
Nice.
I'm still working on, because we're in that gray area.
Sure.
I'm still working on getting my ducks in a row for licensing,
Yeah.
and that's gonna happen. It's kind of
25.
happening now into 2025. There was a social equity lottery for cannabis-based businesses.
Yes.
And when I say social equity lottery, the beauty of Minnesota legalization is that they first gave licensing
Absolutely.
to people that have previous
Us.
offenses,
Yeah.
black and brown,
Yeah.
indigenous people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And people that live in areas of poverty. So they would have the first chance at an actual license.
Why did they
Yeah.
do that?
That's an social equity. So they're in other legal states, big corporations, people with generational
Yeah, it's
wealth,
a whole
they'd end
different
up
deal.
getting
It's a
they'd end up
whole
getting
different-
licensing.
You know, just like
And it
the,
wouldn't create an
just like the
equitable
old school
environment.
world,
Okay.
the good old boy network.
Okay.
We
Old
still
white
want
man.
to
It's
erase
always been the thing.
what the system has done around marijuana. So we want to erase all
The stigmatism.
counts
Yeah.
of, all felonies, all misdemeanors. We want to
Okay.
get all of those erased. We want people out of jail. I have
Okay.
sat with women
Sure.
that have lost their father to the system over marijuana
Marijuana.
charges.
Yeah, for real.
Over a
It's
plant.
true. It's true.
They have lived without their father or husband,
Years.
brother, loved one.
Yeah, forever.
Women
Long
and
time.
men over marijuana. We want all of that erased. We want marijuana charges deleted. And
Okay.
they absolutely, because they had,
But didn't they pass something that actually just recently? And I'm pretty good at looking and watching.
Okay.
Where they actually overturned a
Yes.
lot of
yeah, Yeah,
those
they sure will.
actual charges
They sure
of
will.
guys that had gone to prison
Okay.
for marijuana.
Okay.
It's no longer as such, and
Lots
they
of
can
resources
actually
around that.
vote.
Yes.
They
lots
can
of
now
resources
actually
around
vote
that.
as well, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
I mean I think
You
that's
guys,
a
I am
beautiful
so
thing.
sorry we are not
It
able
really
to
is.
read the comments tonight because we are
Yeah,
so
that's
into
what I said,
Natasha.
Tracy.
We are
We're
so
gonna have
into
to take
Natasha.
we're gonna have to take a
Everybody,
5-minute pause.
everybody that's tuning in now, this is
I have
Natasha
no
Marie
idea. Yes.
Givens and our special guest.
Yes, you guys.
She's telling us about her journey.
Completely.
her-
and
she's
it's
an
been a
entrepreneur.
beautiful journey.
Thank
Hustler.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
truly and it's been a
You guys,
pleasure.
if you heard
It's
her
been
whole
such a pleasure.
story,
I
if
mean,
you
you
heard
know
her
what? Thank
story,
you.
it's
You know
the
what?
bomb. Thank you for all the
I
hearts.
can feel energy and spirit.
I'm big
and
energy.
girl.
Energy is my first language.
Girl, I feel
What did I tell
your
you?
energy and
Yeah, what did I
spirit.
tell you?
Actually, you
got
can
hairs?
look.
I
I love some good energy and spirit. Like,
How about
keep it around?
Yeah.
I love it.
I told
right?
Sandy I got a treat for you.
Yes, you did. I was
did.
like,
She
what?
said, "Who is it? Who is she?" I said, "Natasha. She's an
I
entrepreneur.
was like, okay, what's she doing?
She's doing a lot.
Too much.
She's doing enough. Enough. It's
Yeah.
never enough.
True.
Because when you have
True, it's
children,
not enough.
and when you're still got life in you and
Absolutely.
you're living,
Yeah.
you know,
It
So,
feels like a
you
shit
know,
show a lot of the time.
It does.
To be honest.
Oh, baby,
Check this out.
baby.
Listening to her age is where I made my shift in life.
So she's okay. So
This is where I
we
made my
already talked about
Wow.
age, but she coming. This is she
Wow.
coming where
1,000.
she coming.
Okay.
1,000.
I need to hear
Let me
that.
tell you, this
Thank
is where I
you.
made my shift in my life.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Your
do
age.
it.
Okay. Okay.
This is
I love to hear that.
in a full marriage, doing the whole thing. I'll cut it down.
Wow.
I'll tell you.
She was
like
married to a
afterwards for a
Caucasian
long
for
time.
30 some years.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were married actually 30 years, but
Okay.
we were
Wow.
together for 24.
Wow.
When I made the decision to walk out this house and get my own place.
Yeah.
Walk
So-
out your house.
My house.
Amazing.
Everybody, get it right and understand.
Wow.
Always been her house.
It's always been mine.
Right. Right.
19 years old.
Okay.
God damn it, just turned 35 years that I've
Cheers to
owned this
that.
damn
Let's do
house.
it.
Cheers to that.
August
Yes.
8th.
Yes.
Just turned 35 years that I've owned this house. My house. So I will
Okay.
say that very
Wow.
happily and confident about it.
Right.
But this is when I made my shift.
Wow.
For me, it was, I was needing, so I did hair for 17 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to Aveda. I did hair
My
for
daughter
17
went there too.
Yep,
I went
did
to
hair.
Aveda.
Yeah, I did
Great
hair for
school.
17 years. I helped my husband start his business that he had it, and I took it and brought it to a whole nother level.
That's what we do.
I did that
That's
for
what we do.
32 years.
Yeah.
And then I realized, and in between I went to school for interior design and what have you, but then I realized in business, and that's where I finished, got my MBA from Minnesota School of Business.
Amazing. Congrats.
But I realized that I'm doing all this shit for everybody else.
Mm.
And the only one thing that I actually enjoyed was hair. I enjoyed that. I had dreams of being the stylist to stars, right?
Okay.
And I knew I was on my way because I went to I worked for Rita Anborn. And anybody that knows old school,
Oh, everybody know about Rita Anborn.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was on her first commercial that she made. She put
Wow.
me on it. I was the first
You
one
had
that
those
she,
opportunities.
Yes, and I was the first one black woman that she hired doing extensions.
Wow.
I did that. We charged great money. It was a beautiful thing. And then all of a sudden my business pulled me in and I was like, oh, I have to go to part-time. The next thing you know, come 2013 is when I actually really gave it all the way up.
Okay.
And when I walked out at 46, almost 47, I just turned 47 actually, I realized that I wasn't enjoying my life. I done raised my daughter.
Yeah.
She's 26 years old now at this time.
Yeah.
Got a grandson, and that's it.
What's
I got
next?
one. And what's next for
Yeah.
me? Because this ain't it.
Yeah.
Like I would get people coming in saying, you know,
I can't believe you work here. Like you should be a model. You should be this. You should be that. Blah, blah, blah. Like you.
Yeah.
And it was like,
You were kind of
yeah,
lost.
I know. Like I know this is really not it.
Right.
But this is what's like paying the bills.
Right
so
now. Yeah.
I didn't allow myself to compute anything differently, right?
Mhm.
But when I started to, I started going, you know what? This is not.
I can change this.
Yeah, and this
I
is
can
not
flip this
the
whole
road
shit around.
all the way around.
Yes.
I'm gonna make some shit real uncomfortable
Yes.
for people,
It
and I'm
has
gonna
to
have
be
to make it
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable
You have
for me
to.
It
too.
has to be uncomfortable.
But I had to do what I needed to do.
Yes.
And I mean, Tracy knows, as I've told my story, my Cassandra's Confessions 2 episodes ago, I think it was. Yeah, slept up in my own room for 2.5 years and finally made the decision to move out. Moved out, was out on my own for 5 years. Then my husband was getting ready to pass, whatever, found out he had cancer. I came back and I helped him through. I helped him. I was here. I shut down the business.
Transition.
Yeah.
I did the whole 9 yards
Yes.
in that, because no matter how he treated me at the beginning, which was an asshole, he called me every name up under the book. He told people that would listen to his story how horrible I was.
Yeah.
But then
Wow.
he came all the way around and he was like, I am so sorry. You have always been everything to everybody, for everybody. And I'm sorry that I didn't listen. And I didn't do what I needed to do. So I want you to be happy and you do what you need to do. But I did that all the way to his last breath. I almost took it with him, but I had just left, and Andrea called me back and said, I just barely walked in the door, and Andrea called me
I
back
remember.
and said, Mom, you got to come back. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm thinking. So, yep, here I come.
But the beauty of your story, and what I hear above all else, is that your resilience.
That's goddamn right.
And
I try to preach resilience all the
yeah,
time.
you came back for someone
Yeah.
that was in a dark place.
Yeah.
And like that
Yes.
speaks
Yes.
volumes on
Because,
your humanity
hey,
in itself.
Yeah.
God sent me here to help him.
Yes.
I swear to God, and I had to battle it with my dude that I'm with now, but it was like, hey, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta do
Because I got to do what I
You
got
have
to do.
to.
When I hear what's being told
When
to me
you
to
get that
do,
message,
it doesn't matter what you think, what nobody else think. I'm
Right.
doing what's right.
Yeah.
Because regardless, we weren't divorced. I was still his
That's your
wife.
husband, yeah.
Was still my husband, and was still my daughter's damn
Yeah.
daddy, and that was
can't-
still
yeah.
my grandson's grandfather.
Yeah.
So I'm not that person that would ever just
You'll forever
like,
be blessed for
And-
helping him transition.
and you know what? He's been showing me that.
I love
He's
that.
been showing me.
That's
I
touches
promise
me.
you. He's been
Yeah.
showing me. He sure
Hey y'all,
has.
hey
And
y'all.
now I have
We got
the ability
Natasha.
and
You can.
start
Now
my
you can
own
move
path.
on.
And she's gonna,
Yes.
you guys will have to make a good trip to come down when I'm done, gone, settled, all of
leaving.
it. But
She's
I'm
got
out
her
of here.
cell sign in the
Yeah,
yard.
I'm out of here.
So anyway, Natasha,
Yeah.
What time is it? My
it
goodness.
is. It is. We've been yakking.
What is it?
What time is it? This one.
Look, you got watches.
What
I
time
don't
is
wear
it?
it. I
What does it say?
don't
This,
look. I
it's
don't
super
never.
slow.
Okay, let me get up. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I
because
can't
this
let
one.
you-
I'm supposed to be at the
That
Smith
tells
and
it.
Wesson concert tonight at the Fine Lines.
Oh my
8:14. Here we
8:14.
So, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
so-
happening down there?
Smith and
We're
Wesson.
14 minutes over right now, you guys.
At
So
Fine Line,
Don't make me
I should
come-
be there by 8:30.
Don't make me
Yeah, look,
change
look.
my clothes and come down
8:35.
Please
She'll be there.
do.
8:35.
Please do. It's like you would like it. I mean, like I
What is it
love,
now?
I love
Smith and
East
Wesson.
Coast hip hop. Like
Yeah,
you'll
oh
be
my
very
God, I
familiar.
would
It's
love
from
it.
our era. Like, please.
Girl, I'm
A
going.
lot of the older OGs are going. So.
Yeah. Well, y'all just heard that down there at the old Fine Line. Is that
To
what you
wrap
said?
it up, I gotta
You
go.
just said at the old Fine Line?
The Fine Line, yep,
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love that.
Fine
Okay.
Smith and Wesson.
So you guys, if you want to know more about Natasha, one more time, Natasha, tell them who you
So,
are, what you're doing
Instagram.
this weekend.
Instagram.
Give them all
Tell
your
them.
social media
Okay.
contact.
Perfect. So I'm
Okay.
Natty Cakes or Natasha Givens
Okay.
of Natty Cakes Artisan Edibles. I specialize in custom cakes, not infused and infused. I have a line of edibles ranging from 10 milligrams all the way up to 100 milligrams.
Okay.
But you can find me this weekend at a pop-up. I'll give the information to them so they can post it.
Yeah, and I'll blast it on our Facebook.
And come
guys.
hang out. We'll have some premium strains.
I know it's from 2 to 7.
2 to 7. We'll have some edibles.
And
we'll
say
have
the name
pizza,
again.
non-infused.
Support you guys.
Buke.
Kombucha Distillery. Again,
You
I'll
support you guys.
It's
Come
over
support.
Northeast.
Distillery,
It's over
Northeast.
Come support.
I will. There'll be flour on hand, sampling on hand. I will give them the details.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can find me. I do orders every week for non-infused and infused.
Nice.
On Instagram only.
Oh,
You
love
can
it.
find me at Natty Cakes, and that's NATTYKAKES.
Okay.
And that's on Instagram. You can
Got it.
DM me. I'll send you a menu. We can chop it up from there.
Yes.
Otherwise, on Facebook,
Yes.
I'm kind of an extroverted introvert. So if I don't accept your friend request, you can follow me.
Don't
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
offended.
Not
Don't get
personal,
offended.
not
It's
personal.
not
Do
personal.
not get offended.
It's kind of like my private
Yes.
personal page
Absolutely.
for family and friends.
How about this?
Yeah.
She's available. She's giving you all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she's
don't
giving
message
you
me
enough.
on Facebook because that's like
Yeah.
the one place I
Don't
don't
And I be
look.
in her
More of the
Facebook.
Instagram, right?
More,
the
always Instagram. We'll push you to
Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay.
But you can also find me on Facebook at Natasha Marie Givens.
Okay.
You can kind of follow my story. Insight News and some other articles have been written about me, and you can find it there as well.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
I gotta look
Well,
at
thank
Inside.
you.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
I meant to
will
bring it
too.
because it's literally the front cover has
Yeah,
my
I told
take
you,
on
bring your
it.
little
Yeah.
gadget.
And they did a whole
Nice.
write up on
She
me.
forgot it.
so-
Oh, you guys. But
See
it's
there,
okay.
y'all.
Look, we gonna hook up
Yeah.
on
I love our guests.
at this
Beautiful
Thank you for
woman,
having me.
beautiful
I
mommy.
appreciate it. Thanks
She's
for having
so
me.
much.
We didn't even
Yes.
talk about her. We talked that
We can have a part 2.
a
Yeah,
little,
we can have
about her motherhood.
Yeah, we'll get
She's
a
a
part two.
mommy. She's an entrepreneur. She's a hustler. I know
Yeah.
that means the same, but we're
Yeah.
gonna say them both.
Yeah,
She's out here, y'all.
yeah.
She's
So,
doing her thing.
Follow
We
her.
thank
Please,
you.
hit me
We
up.
thank you.
Thank
Follow
you.
her pop-ups, all of that.
Thank you for having
so
me.
much,
Of
my
course.
dear.
It's a
Thank you,
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Get in
We
touch with her.
appreciate
Support
you.
her. Support
Yes.
her. Come to the pop-up.
Another black
Yeah,
beautiful
come out.
woman to support.
Come to the
Another
pop-up,
black
y'all.
beautiful woman to support you.
Join me at tonight at Fine Lines.
I'm gonna meet her at Fine Line tonight, y'all.
Tracy Meetner, y'all can believe that.
I'm gonna go see her. I don't got shit to do. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go see her.
believe that.